More bears spotted close to home. One was captured in a place they haven't been seen lately, in the Westgate Heights in southwest Albuquerque. It is something we've seen a lot of, and wildlife officials want to warn the public about a few things. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhardt is here with that.
Kim, the frequent bear sightings in town have caused some people to want to try and help the bears, but Game and Fish officials say some of the ideas aren't good ones.
Police had her surrounded as residents inside a Westgate apartment complex watched and waited.
I went to the kitchen window and I looked out and the bear was right there.
Today's City Slicker, this adult female bear pacing back and forth right next to the apartments before she was darted and eventually captured. Lately, we've seen a number of bears have popped up in the Albuquerque foothills along Tramway, likely coming from the Sandias. Yesterday, this bear was running in and out of northeast Albuquerque neighborhoods. Several were spotted last week, like this 300-pounder who was darted and released. And the week before, Game and Fish captured this 150-pound bear from a tree. But today's sighting has some puzzled.
We'd never expect them out here in the desert.
Well, how did it get this far?
The bear had been tagged. Game and Fish say they dealt with her last month and relocated her west of Albuquerque, and say she was likely trying to make it back to the Sandias. With all the calls, some people have come forward asking Game and Fish why they don't just leave food in the mountains to keep the bears from coming down. One woman called News 13 saying she was going to get on the tramway and drop food onto the forest. It's something Game and Fish say is a dangerous idea. They say feeding bears would create a false habitat and bears would become increasingly dependent on artificial food sources. Hikers and hunters could be killed if they ran into a place like that. Game and Fish also warns this would teach bears to associate humans with food, causing public safety concerns that are often the reason a bear is killed. And they say only dominant bears would benefit, that younger ones would be driven off or even killed.
Game and Fish officials say they're getting calls for bear sightings almost every day. Most of them are near the Sandias. They expect the calls to die down in September or October. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Gabrielle. Now, Game and Fish say they've had 40 formal complaints near the Sandias and south of I-40 near Tijera since April. So far this year, they've handled and captured 24 bears in that area. The bear caught today will be given another chance and will be relocated in the wild.